Namaste, my beautiful beings of light. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeanette and I'm a high vibrational being. Just wanted to show my face so that way you know it's actually me in the video speaking. This is I have to say that being a victim, a survivor of sex trafficking, of human trafficking, violations, rights, private rights violated in all shapes, all forms, false reports to the police, the stalking, the hacking of phones, the poisoning, the tracking every single day of my life, every time I leave my place where I stay, every day, every store I go to, I'm being followed. I'm being videotaped without my permission. I just finished watching. Well, yesterday I watched Filthy Rich, Jeffrey Epstein's story, how he created a pyramid scheme using underage children, girls, with his partner, Ghislaine Maxwell. This man, very disgusting. He was born in Brooklyn, Coney Island. He was a con artist. He was a schemer. He was a liar. He was a narcissist. He is a narcissist. And it's so funny because apparently he had died, supposedly. He had died. I watched it on Netflix. So those of you who are interested, I encourage for people to watch it because it speaks volumes on how corrupted the judicial system is, how corrupted the government system is, how corrupted our leaders that are supposed to be protecting humanity, how they sell themselves, how they spent their money on children. They prey on little babies. They prey on little girls. They prey on little boys. They pray for the energy of our children. They pray for the energies of women. And these are women and men who are doing this to vulnerable people. Doesn't matter the color. But they stalk our homes. They stalk our families. They watch in schools. They have people, junior high school, elementary, college, daycare, scouting, our children, to prey on them, to hurt them, to sexually abuse them. It's just mind-blowing that Jeffrey Epstein was convicted of, took a plea deal. And only served the first time in jail, I guess, was 6 months. And that wasn't even a jail. If you watch the movie, it wasn't even a jail because he was out every day on work release and had access to children. Prince Andrew was in the movie. He's trying to stop me. Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Graydon Carter, Elaine Guggenheim, Elaine Farmer. Oh, she was one of the victims. Sorry. Billionaires. Donald Trump. Palm Beach, Florida is very significant. Virginia Island is very significant. Jeffrey Epstein had private islands, private jets, in which he would have these children come over to get massages from these young girls. New Mexico, he had a range in New Mexico. There were 14-year-old girls, 16-year-old victims. It was like a pyramid. They mentioned a pyramid scheme of children. Molestation. They recruited these children for sexual abuse. Little St. James is another place they would take children. Ghislaine Maxwell was a woman that helped Epstein recruit these little girls to bring to him. It's just mind-blowing that the government has a role in the sex trafficking industry or scheme, pyramid scheme. And doing this to many of us and thought that they was going to get away with it. I asked God yesterday, God, if this man is alive, show me a picture the next day, which is today, that he is still alive. God, show me that picture today. I was in the gym. I was watching, all of a sudden I looked up the TV. News 1 was on. It was about 11:57 or 53 in that area a.m. And there was a page of the newspaper where there's a picture of Jeffrey Epstein. God confirmed to me today that he is not dead. I believe it was all, again, this man had $557 billion. He could fake his own death. And he's out there probably still sex touching children. But I'm saying this because my son was also a victim of this due to my ex. My family, other children, other people that are not able to speak up, that are afraid. But I'm gonna let you know that every injustice, Mr. President, because you're part of this too. Just like Trump is part of this too. Just like the family in France, the kings, the queens, whatever. Because Prince Andrew was also part of this. He was with a 14-year-old girl. Elaine, no, I'm sorry, not Elaine. Miss Maxwell is facing, well, in the movie it said 65 years in jail, 60 years in jail. I don't know. I didn't get to see her sentencing, how many years she was sentenced. But she's away for a very long time. And she's in her 50s. there are many more who are going to go to jail. All who was part of this scheme, and part of the scheme that is all intertwined with, is all connected. We are all connected. All this, God showed me to talk about it and to bring it to the collective. The witchcraft that they have placed on all of us. Believe it, not believe it, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I know what's true. I know what my Father tells me is the truth. I don't work with any other entity than my Father, the Creator, God. But this exploitation of women, this exploitation of minor children, little girls, little boys, the cameras that you put in all the hotels, the cameras that you put in the schools, in the bathrooms, it's disgusting. How you prey on people for power and control and want them to look and get them sick. So that way you could get away with murder. You're not going to get away with it anymore. You're not. This ex is going down. The women that he has been involved with who are of the dark, they are all gonna face their karma. And all those who he had affected, who had no idea what he had done to them, it's just so. Jeffrey Epstein loved to get massages. And this is one of the things that my ex used to like to have done to him, massage. A manipulator, a con artist, a narcissist. I didn't know this. I didn't know this until my father showed me in my dreams what he was doing, all the trips that he was taking around the world, making money off of sex trafficking women, videotaping them, watching them, putting videos on the black market, or the black, I don't know, whatever. Have I seen these videos? No, but I'm pretty sure he's showing them out there. I don't, the black web, I don't know. I don't go on the black web. I don't have a, how you say it, OnlyFans. But I'm pretty sure they made that to make me look like I am one of those women who they accuse of being a prostitute, of being a drug addict, of being mentally insane. but I am far beyond anything that they have said. I am very well balanced, very well in my power, and I speak because it has gone long enough, and their plan failed. Their premeditated failed. You laughed at me. You all laughed at me. Government, councilman, president, friends, anyone who didn't believe about what God was showing me, He's going to show you exactly who these people are, what they have done, and if Jeffrey Epstein is out there and you still touching children, you are going to be found. This is going on around the world, not only here, all over the world. A lot of corruption. A lot of pain against our children. A lot of pain against women. Because we are creators. Because men of power and money and prestige and status want to stay in that controlling, abusive, narcissistic way of living. But there are other entities that they work with that is also going to be shown to the collective. The women who stood up and spoke their truth, for many years, their stories were hidden. A lot of abuse started in the 1990s with Epstein, Palm Beach Mansion. They also mentioned witchcraft in Epstein. One of the women spoke about witchcraft, that Epstein said he would get somebody to do witchcraft on one of the girls, and it was only mentioned one time. But it's only one time you need to mention it to know that this is taking part with people with money, power, leaders. They know. your game. And the women who accept these behaviors from men, and you have children and you let these men touch your children, I really, really have so much compassion. You needed to heal. Instead, you chose money over saving your own children. God saw everything. God sees everything you all doing. When God guides me to watch something, I had no idea what was I gonna face, what the story behind this man. I know he was a I know he was a sex trafficker. I knew, but I didn't know the extent to how he had control of police departments, FBI, lawyers, judges. But he has no control no more. The energy shifts. God is in control. He is standing, he is sitting on his throne, and he is putting the gavel down to all those that hurt his children, who killed, sacrificed innocent people, placed cameras in their rooms, in their homes, and they followed them and made it seem like there was crimes committed in the streets by the youth, and you was part of it. He just hid it. You give the youth the guns. You give the youth the drugs. You give the youth all this and blame it on the youth, when the ones who is mind controlling these youth are you, leaders, mayors, community leaders, churches. I'm not saying all of them are bad. Just saying you know who you are. And if you haven't spoken the truth and you haven't turned your life to God, know that you're feeling the wrath at this moment. Justice for all victims, survivors. God is going to make sure that their death and the abuse will not go without being justified. The abusers will face whatever crimes you committed against humanity. You will face them. You have no idea what is going to happen. You have no idea what God has in store for you because you chose not to help. You chose money over God. I don't care what you say about me. I really don't. I really don't care. I really don't care. I don't. I have. I don't. I know that every injustice that you have caused in my life and other people's life, God will make sure balance will be placed on our lives. There will be a balance. There will be justice. Nothing you've done is gonna go away. Everything is exposed. We have Ms. Maxwell locked up in jail for a long time. There's many more who's going to be doing life in jail. Many billionaires who was part of this scheme, pyramid of sex trafficking. You invested in the wrong place. You invested in things that only got you caught up in a web that you tried to create. With young people, you caught yourself up in that web yourself. One by one, you all come down. One by one. And there's evidence. Epstein had pictures of little girls in his home. There's videotapes of the sex crimes that you guys have committed. And the FBI will find it. And this ex, you are going away for a very long time. You and your wife, your girlfriends, all of you witches, mother, the family that committed crimes with witchcraft. Not only on me, but on the collective. Police officers, judges, lawyers. You wanted to be filthy rich. You're going to be filthy rich in jail.